Welcome to day 10 of our Top Titans 2 gameplay walkthrough. Once again, welcome to our day 10 of our Top Titans 2 journey. So today, we were able to do quite a lot of prestige. We were able to do 7 prestige, considering that it's our practice day for service tomorrow. So right now, I'm still trying to do a couple of prestige before the day ends, and before I go to sleep. That's pretty much it for the update. Sorry, that should have been only 10. I was too preoccupied talking. We were able to buy fluffers here. We bought 3 fluffers for today, so that's 90 gems. And also, I just realized that if you guys remember, or if you're new to Top Titans, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a free 25 gems if you like Facebook and Twitter. But you actually just need to tap it, let the browser load Twitter, go back to Top Titans. You don't need to log into Twitter anymore. I don't even have a Twitter account. So once you get back, you get the 25 diamonds. Then you just tap on Facebook, let the browser load Facebook whether you're logged in or not. Then go back Top Titans, you'll get the 25 diamonds as well. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It's free 50 diamonds. I just realized that. So yeah, that's it. And then for attacking, we've been doing good attacks for a while now. In clan raid, our cards, I designed it like this. Whenever I'm attacking armor, of course, I'm not using Inspiring Force. I'm using Prismatic Earth. Oh, I don't have Prismatic Earth here. Sorry, I was returning to my main account. But yeah, pretty much this is how I do it. I use this. If there's an armor, I play around with the cards. But normally, since we have limited cards, I'm just using this one. This is for attacking limbs. This I use for attacking torso. This I use for attacking pretty much any part. Although I try to hold off until at least one skeleton is already exposed, so we'll at least be able to get the 25%, or well, for this one it's 21% all damage buff. Okay, so besides that, this one I use pretty much if there's a new titan, I try to attack as soon as possible, because I can, especially for those titans that we need to hit a couple of parts. That's actually a great time to use these cards, especially we can attack multiple parts and apply 2 different plagues for the chain lightning to activate more. Because as you can see, taps have a chance to activate Whip of Lightning. Whip of Lightning's chance to activate increased for each afflicted Titan Lord part. Pretty much, you just need one affliction type for this to go off. But since we don't have any other cards to partner this with, we're using all of this. Okay, or we're using 2 affliction types. And then for this one, if there's no skeleton part exposed and we can attack the head, I usually just equip what's this? Crushing Instinct? Yeah, I use Crushing Instinct and then attack the head using these guys. Okay. Well, for now, our clan raid. Let's see, hold on. Oh, we just finished the last fight. Oh, some people attacked already. We're doing good right now. There's a previous time we attacked for whatever reason. It was a Stirl, but they attacked all armors. All body parts are exposed. Okay, it's not good. Pretty much my clan right now is not doing that great when it comes to coordination. It's a good thing though that there's a lot of people attacking, but there's a lot of wasted damage. Okay, and if you have a clan or if you're in a clan and you're watching this, I tell you, if you're not sure what part to attack for the Titans, don't attack yet. Okay, ask on your clan chat. People will answer you, and then that's time for you to attack. For this one, for the lineup of the Titans that we can attack Oaxaca, you don't attack the torso. Sterl, you don't attack the legs due to the recent update. You don't attack the legs the legs now. And then for LoJack, you don't attack the left hand. Okay, so that's how it is. What else? Yeah, here we go. He did mention that. So right now, what I want to talk to you guys about would be MMLH Artifact Optimizer. Okay. As you can see, we've been optimizing the cards when we try to join the tournament. Whenever we prestige and upgrade artifacts, I use artifact optimizers by MMLH. The reason being is because it streamlines your damage so that you'll be able to maximize your damage output. You'll be able to push further and better compared to those that don't use them. Imagine, the last tournament we started at around what, 20 plus, and then we ended at rank 1, and then the people at the first top 1-5, well, all of them were still in the top 10, but they didn't push that much. Okay, top 1 push about 1k, but how much did we push? We're from 30 something ish or 3k ish. We were able to get the 5100s. Okay, that's at least 2,000 push, or at least almost 2,000 push. And considering we didn't get any good or that great of an artifact, we were still able to get it to rank 1. Okay, and considering it's a weapons tournament, I don't know if those guys that in my tournament knows that how good a weapons tournament is or not. But it's one of the tournament that you would want to exert some effort to win it, right? So using the artifact optimizer actually gave us a better chances of getting a high rank, and most of the time we'll get you to rank 1 even though you get a good artifact or not. Okay, so that's why I want to talk to you guys about how to do that. Pretty much I myself already have it. If I go to sheets, I have an artifact optimizer for my main account. As you can see on the right hand side, it says Soulcam 3.3 artifact optimizer. The left hand is for Soulcam Gaming, and then on the lower left or in the middle left side is my SP optimizer or skill points optimizer. I use that for my main account because my main account is already over 1,000 skill points, and I don't really follow the Shadow Clone build that's in Compendium. I try to use it as a role model, yes, but I don't stick to it 100% because I know what things I should click on. I know what I want. I know what skills I want to have. I know what skills I don't like to have. Because in the Compendium they will ask you, or they will require you to have lightning strike, anchor shot. Those are good. Those two are the best, if I may say, the best pushing skills that you can have. But I don't really like having them because, as I mentioned, I'm a farming type of guy. I like doing a fast run, reach my max stage, prestige, do it all over again. And I don't mind doing that over and over the whole day. So doing that, not having lightning strike and anchor shot is pretty good to me. Last tournament, since I'm focusing on our Soulcam Gaming account, I was only able to get rank 2, but when I checked our difference in stage is just about 100. But you know, considering our stage back then, 100 is actually a huge thing already, because I'm at 4,900, or no, 49,000 max stage. So that's actually a 100 stage of pushing is already somewhat big deal. It's not that easy to get. You don't get it with one prestige or two, well, two prestige maybe. But as long as you're using MMLA's optimizer, actually even at 49,000 max stage, I'm still able to push at least 100 stages, even though I don't have lightning strike and anchor shot. I push 100 stages further, I prestige, do it over again. Okay. So I was able to land that rank too. Okay. So what I wanted to show you guys is how you'll be able to grab that artifact optimizer, and how you will use it. Okay. So let's go to the browser. By the way, I use CryptoTab. Oh yeah, it loaded the Facebook and the Twitter earlier. As you can see, I don't have a Twitter account. I didn't even log in, but I got the 25 AM. Okay, so here you go. I have two Compendium tabs already loaded. This guy is an ED optimizer for Eternal Darkness. I use that for my Shadow Clone build. But we're not going to talk about that now. So I'm going to show you guys how from the start, or how to get the optimizer from the start. So you open a new tab, or just open your browser, search Compendium TT2. That means Top Titans 2. It's a well-known abbreviation for Top Titans 2. So just go ahead and search, and then it's the first one that's gonna show. So tap on that. It will bring you to the Compendium website. So you can see, or you can just type in there tt2-compendium.herokuapp.com. Okay. Sometimes at first it loads a bit slow, but once it loads, it's gonna be fast. So what we're gonna go to optimizers. So you can see I just tapped the upper left hand side, and then go to optimizers. Okay. Then in optimizers, you will see different optimizers that you can use. AR optimizer is used for people who use Heavenly Strike build. ED calculator is for Shadow Clone build. Pet optimizers for all builds technically. It'll just tell you which pet to equip depending on various variables that you may have. Okay, maybe you want to push. It'll tell you what pet to get depending on your build, depending on how level your pets are, and stuff like that. Boss calculator or Book of Shadows calculator, it simply calculates how much percent you have invested in Book of Shadows compared to your total lifetime realms. Okay, so, or TLR as we call it. And then you just input your TLR, you put the level of your Book of Shadows. It'll tell you how much or how many percent you've invested in it. But if you're using the optimizer, you can control the percentage of relics that you put into Book of Shadows. Okay, so not really that calculator, we won't be needing that much. Okay, the Book of Shadow calculators. So here's what we're gonna want. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Just a little advertisement, or well, hold on. I'm sorry, because I need you guys to see where I'm tapping. So I need to go to my developer options and show touches. Alright, let's go back. Crypto tab. Alright, so the one that we're gonna do, there's actually two optimizer or artifact optimizers. This one, which is made by Cookie Monster and MMLH. As you can see, Cookie Monster hashtag and then the number. That's actually a Discord tag, a Discord tag name. Okay. For MMLH, it's MMLH hashtag 9998. You can go to Discord, add him, chat with him, ask him questions. It's pretty much, he'll pretty much entertain you. Okay. Because this guy loves to talk to people, loves to actually talk to man about man of the game. Okay, so that's pretty cool about him. So there's a lot of optimizers here, or yeah, a couple of optimizers I haven't checked yet. The equipment optimizer, the equipment set calculator, I haven't checked those guys yet. And the good thing about here is that you'll be able to see when it was last updated. Okay, so that's the day on the left side, and the month in the middle, and then of course the year. Alright. So, oh sorry. Scratch that. It's the month, day, and the year. That's odd. But this optimizer was updated October. Why is it saying that it was updated May? Anyway, so let's go ahead and tap on the artifact optimizer. By the way, another guy that you can check for the artifact optimizers is Pirates. His optimizer shows what tier specific relics or artifacts are depending on what build you are using. So you'll be able to identify if you've got a good artifact or not. But that's one thing. But I use MMLH artifact optimizer. So you open it. That's my main email. I'm just gonna go ahead and blur that part out. And then here you go. What it's gonna load is pretty much, I think this is MMLH. And as you can see, it's using boss level. For this one, since I'm opening his artifact or his Google Sheets, I won't be able to edit it unless, of course, he gives me an access. But you're not gonna do that though. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make a copy. But to make sure that you have the updated part or the updated sheet, you will tap on this one. Let me zoom in a bit. As you can see here, it says latest version can be found here. Alright, so you just tap on that link and open that link. It'll ask you to open your account again. Pretty much the reason why it's because it's gonna open it on Google Sheets. By the way, you guys need to install Google Sheets, okay? So once it opens did it open? Am I hitting OK or cancel? Alright, looks like I have the updated one in front of me right now. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna tap on the three dots on the upper right part, and then there's share and export. Alright, so tap share and export, and then make a copy. Alright, once you make a copy, you can name the artifact optimizer. You can just leave it as it is, and then hit OK. If you're using a computer, it's gonna be more easier. It'll automatically open another tab with a copy of the Google Sheet. Okay, so here you go. We now have a copy of the. Oops, sorry. Undo that. We now have a copy of the optimizer. All right. So we go to input here. All right, and then you will check what artifact you have. All right. So to do that, of course, let's exclude everything first. And then let's put the artifacts that we have for the meantime. Sometimes it does take its time to load. There you go. So everything is excluded. So for now, we were actually, I think we're already on the first ascension. Yeah, as you can see, there's a blue border there. That means it's already the first ascension. So let's go back to our Google Sheets. Let's access these guys, and then put Ascension 1. If you're on 0 Ascension, you can choose no Ascension. Alright, but we're already on Ascension 1. Let's go there. And then we're gonna pick the hero or the last hero that we are able to get to. So that's gonna be your main hero at that specific point in time. Okay, so let's go back to Tap Titans. Most of the time I was able to get as far as getting Gulbrand. Okay, the next guy after Gulbrand is Captain Davy, but we haven't gotten Captain Davy yet. Or for now, I'm still unable to get to as far as Captain Davy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put Gulbrand. And if you're using a phone, good thing about this, it's already arranged. Okay, but if you're using a computer, most of the time the one that you picked already is always at the always the first item here. So, for example, you're in Sophia right now, and then you don't want to check, or you're too lazy to check Top Titans, but since you're already here, you want to just choose the one next to Sophia. As you can see here, the next one is Lance. But if you're using a computer, Sophia is gonna be the first item here. Okay. So yeah, you'll need to check. But you know, since you're a computer, you can check your phone at the same time. It's not that big of a deal. So let's go. Choose Gulbrand, and then you're gonna choose your build. Okay. Right now, our build is Clanship, and our gold type is Pet Heart of Midas. Okay, so we leave it at that. Our activity is online because we are playing online. Okay. Oh, there's semi-offline. That's nice. That's new. Before it was only online and offline. Okay, and then we, instead of you putting the Book of Shadows level, I like putting it in a percentage of relics to boss, and then I'd like to keep this at 50%. You can put it higher. Actually, I was putting it before at 70 or 77 because it's a lucky number. I deem it to be a lucky number, and then I'm still able to do well on competitions. But right now, since I'm at higher level or higher max stage now on my main account, I'm keeping it at 50s so that I'll be able to get more damage on damage put on the artifacts to be able to push further, because it's so hard to push now. Before, when I was at around 20,000, I was able to push about 5,000, or I mean 7,000, 9,000 stages in one tournament. Although I think that's the time that I bought my first relic, or I mean Mythic set. But you know, pushing 5,000 is a normal for me back then. But now I'm just pushing a couple of hundreds. The last push that we have is almost close to 1,000. Okay, I was able to push about 900 plus stage, so that's as far as we can go. You know, but you know, still we ended up at rank 2. Maybe the first guy he bought some iron chests or whatnot. Maybe he crafted a Mythic set, and maybe he's using the same optimizer we have, or maybe he just have more time playing the game compared to us, because I'm playing 2 accounts now. But yeah, you know, we're still able to get to rank 2 using the optimizer. So I tell you guys, the optimizer is gonna help you a lot. Right? So now we're gonna put checks on the artifacts that we have. I know we have this guy, of course, the Book of Shadows. We have charge card. Or by the way, you can put on full name so that the names here on the side will show. Also, you can put letters. If you're on scientific mode, as you can see here, it shows their AD. Oops, sorry. Shows their AD instead of E. But for universal use, we don't really use letters or scientific mode. Or we don't really use letters. We use scientific modes instead, which is exponent. Okay. And then you can do dark mode. I like the color now. It's not that bad, so I'm keeping it at that. And since you can do or check the random push, but well, I for myself leave it checked because the clan ship can or will have chances for you to do random push. We'll talk about random push maybe in a different video or in a different day. You know, instead of giving you just an update about a couple of prestige that we've done, I can go ahead and show you or discuss about the random pushing. So that's it. For now, you can have it checked or you can have it not checked. It's up to your preference in all honesty. Okay. This guy, you can leave it at 100%. It simply means that how much relics you're gonna use to upgrade all other artifacts after putting the 50% to Book of Shadows. Okay. So that's pretty much it. And then, of course, right now, how many artifacts do we have? Let's go back. Alright, cool. You tap on your Sword Master here, and there we go. Our artifacts is at 40. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna edit it anymore. So that's pretty much how you're gonna put it there. So let me show you my current one with Solcam. Oh, sorry. Solcam Gaming. Where's my Solcam Gaming? Here you go. So here are the artifacts that we have right now. So you can see, I haven't been updating this because we're not pushing now. I'm just simply upgrading Book of Shadows. Let me just check. I want to see what was the last level of Book of Shadow that we had, and compared to what we have right now. Welcome to day 9 of our top title. Sorry guys, it played a different one. My bad. Here we go. So right now our Book of Shadows is at 299. Previously it was at 174. Okay, so how much is that? So we got about 125-ish. Am I right? Yeah, 125 level. So we were able to almost double our Book of Shadows level, and we still have a lot of time before the next tournament. Okay, it's at least 2 days, because the day of the tournament itself, you can still wait at what specific hour do you play a lot before joining it. You know, you don't need to join right away. Once tournament is available, you don't really have to join right away. So we have a lot of time to still do a lot of prestige and level up our Book of Shadows. Maybe tomorrow I'll go ahead and level up our Book of Shadows to, I think, 350 would be nice, would be good. And then I'm gonna stack a lot of relics so that we can buy multiple artifacts at one go. Maybe if we can, if it's still possible, I'll go ahead and compute. Go to TD2 helper. I can go ahead and compute artifact cost, and we're ready at 40. So the next one is I'll add up 41 to 50. If I can farm that much relics to get 10 artifacts, I'll go ahead and do so, because unlocking 10 artifacts in one tournament is actually a great thing. It's actually a great boost. But if you will not be able to sustain, doing a couple of prestige after getting those 10 artifacts, it'll be a loss. Because instead of using your relics to upgrade your artifacts, which will enable you to push further, you're simply buying new artifacts and having way less relics to upgrade your current artifacts, which will be a loss in your end. So you gotta think about or consider your playing time. If you're not able to play that much, just get a couple of artifacts and then make sure you do a couple of prestige. Minimum, I might say a standard is 10, but if you're busy, you can do as low as 5 is a little bit low, too low. Because in my Mythic scenario, you should be doing 5 prestiges at least per day. 4 is standard because you'll get 5 equipments each prestige, and you need to do 4 prestiges to get the 20 equipments per day. But I'll say 5 is the minimum you should do per day. For us right now, we already got 7. Okay, and that's not playing all day long. There's we went out, checked a couple of cars. Our family is actually planning to buy a car right now. So we've checked a couple of dealers. Yeah, I mean, what do you call it? Is Toyota, Hyundai, or AMG dealers, or are they companies? Whatever. We've checked them. We tried to test drive with MG and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to play during those times, but still, I was still able to get 7 prestiges. So that's the reason why I prioritize speed over pushing power, because I like to have a fast prestige time so that I'll be able to prestige a lot, and I like out farming people. All right, but if you don't really have a lot of time, I'd suggest you go you focus on pushing. Okay, I might say you use very well for now. At the current stage, CS is gonna be the best option or passion. But anyway, one thing that I want to show you guys, well, pretty much here on the artifact optimizer, going back, is that there is a total effect here. It indicates the power. It's gonna consider your current artifact that you have, and it's gonna tell you which build will give you the highest possible pushing power. Okay, so right now, as you can see, the effect is at 4. Let's leave it at 4, round it up, or 4.8 maybe. 4.8 exponent to 45. Okay, if for example, I'm thinking about changing the gold source, maybe fairy. If we go fairy, it's actually way better, which is 6 exponent of 45. That's at least almost 2, because that's 4.8, 1.2. So the effect is 1.2 exponent of 45 better than using pet Heart of Midas. If I use Chester Sun, let's see. It's 4.9, still better, because Pet Heart of Midas is at 4.8. But I don't really intend to change that anytime soon. Most probably the reason why Fairy is higher is because we already have Great Fey Medallion. Great Fey Medallion, I'll show you guys. It improves the Fairy Gold. Okay, and we don't have the Neko sculpture yet. The Neko sculpture is the one that multiplies the pet gold that you get. Okay, so for now, that's one thing that you can check. Also, CS, that means clanship. So you can see there are a couple of options here. There's Shadow Clone, there's Heavenly Strike. CS is clanship. There's pet build. Tap build pretty much useless, but you still, people still, I don't know, for fun's sake, I don't know, they use tap build. There's hybrid, Heavenly Strike, Shadow Clone, or hybrid Heavenly Strike, clanship. You can choose which one that you want. So we can check. Maybe we go to pet. Let's see how it's gonna change. It's 1.4 exponent 43. It's 2 exponent less. So that's a lot. Okay. So it's like clanship is at 1000. Pet is only at 10. Okay. So that's how minimal the pet will help us at this point in time. If we go Shadow Clone, it's same. It's just 40 exponent 42. For Heavenly Strike, way less. Okay, so we would want to stick to clanship. We're at the most optimal build that we have, and unless maybe I consider changing to fairy. I might think about that, but you know, at this point in time, Pet Heart of Midas is at least a consistent gold source, because after a couple of seconds or minutes, the pet is gonna start to glow, and then you can just tap on the dot, like this one. Just tap on the pet, and then you get the gold. So you can see there's gold there. Okay, so for fairy is, yeah, they drop different things. The gold is not consistent unless I'm gonna get fairy charm, level 6, but on my main account I like having it at level 10, because my main account is as I mentioned, is a VIP status. So whenever those guys show the watch fairy, I just press on watch, and then I get the bonus right away. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, that's one of the things that you might want to get if you plan to go fairy. But yeah, for fairy there's some inconsistencies in to getting golds. Because sometimes it's gonna give you a skill instead, or it's gonna activate your skill instead. Or it will give you something else. Alright. So, but yeah, fairy gold is actually a good source, especially if you have fairy charm at max level. That means your fairy. There's a lot of fairies that's gonna float around every minute. Okay. So fairy gold can be a good choice if you're a VIP, or if you have the status for no, or the no ads, or if you purchase an amount that it could equate to no ads. Okay, so that's it. Well, that's it for the optimizer. Here we go. All right, so that's it for the artifact optimizer. Tomorrow, what we'll do? Maybe I'll show you guys at what specific time that we're gonna because I plan to join the tournament just before the day ends. I want to have the benefit or the boost of being able to buy a lot of pet. Okay, so if I do the same thing that we did the last time, because last time I did join the tournament after midnight. Actually somewhere around 1 a.m. So I just have, and then there are our remaining hours for the tournament is only at around 20 hours. Okay, 20 hours 19 minutes, I think, if I remember right. So in that case, we only have the day to play. So I won't have, or I can only buy, as you can see, we bought the pet available in the store on that day. Okay, to get a damage boost. So that's we want to get more pet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna join right before midnight, or at least a couple of hours maybe before midnight, or at a time that I know that I can play a lot, and then we're gonna buy all the pet for the day, so that we can get a couple of damage boost. And then the next day, I'm gonna buy all the pets again, okay? Because we now have a lot of diamonds, because we won first place. We got 1,000 diamonds. We now at 1,500 or 1,543. So that's actually pretty good. We got a lot of diamonds to use to buy pets. Right now, Titan chest. If you're gonna ask me, I'm not gonna buy this guy unless there's a sale, or unless there's a bonus. Last time there's a times 8 skill points bonus. Pretty much there's 2 times the skill points that it's gonna provide. Instead of 4, it's gonna give you 8. You can buy can buy Titan chests during those times. I will, and I could advise that. For example, you're in a shards tournament, you want to win shards tournament, you're too eager to win shards tournament, Titan chest can give you a good boost, because considering it's gonna give you 6 level 5 pets, that means 5 times 6. Alright, And then there's fortune weapons, some relics, and for example, last time I bought Titan relic, I think my main account was when there was a shards tournament, and the bonus was actually 1.5 relics. As you can see, let me go here. Let me go back. Here you go. Let's go to the tournament schedule. As you can see, the open and close parentheses. That's the bonus available for that specific tournament, or for the tournament duration. Okay, so the next tournament, it's gonna be Warlord bonus boost, which is a good thing for us because we're running clanship build, and our skills are mostly on clanship or Warlord tab, so that's actually great. And then let me see if there's. Oh yeah, it's not showing here. This one's a good bonus as well. It's 100% multiplayer chance. I like those because I like seeing a lot of players floating around. But well, it's not showing anymore. But the tournament, the shards tournament, previous to this weapons tournament, it has a 1.5 relics boost as well. So you might want to consider buying chests on those times. You might consider buying silver or titan chests because they do provide some relics, and during those time when a 1.5 relic bonus is active, it also affects the relics you get from chest. Okay, so those are maybe the times that you might consider buying chests. But if there's no bonus, there's no sale, there's no whatnot, I'm not gonna be considering buying chests. Okay, I might settle for a rank 2, rank 3 as long as I'm in rank 5. Well, most of the time, ever since I've learned to use artifacts, optimizers, and I've learned to strategize a bit on the game. Haven't been placed on below rank 5. In our main account, or in this, if you remember, we ended up rank 3 on our first tournament, and now we ended up rank 1. Okay, my main account, I ended up rank 2, but I've got more than 5 tournaments where I was rank 1. I'm not ending up at rank way less than 5 anymore. Most of the time, I'm just playing around rank 1 to 3. Okay, but a lot of times it's just rank 2. For whatever reason, maybe the rank 1 guy is, I don't know if he's buying titans, or maybe he crafted the set during the tournament and he was able to push a lot. But I always ended up at rank 1 to 3, just using the optimizer, using a couple of strategies, and without using any money. Well, I did buy some stuff on my main account, but it was way before, and that's actually one of the reasons why I came back to the game, because I already used a couple of bucks on the game already. So yeah, that's why. And knowing that, I'm still able to do great on tournaments, even though I'm not buying any stuff anymore. Okay. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. I hope this video will be able to help you guys use the artifact optimizer. Like I said, you can. For some people, what they do is they use artifact optimizer. They put 90% of the Book of Shadows to, 90% of the relics to boost Book of Shadows, and then upgrade some artifacts so that even though outside the tournament, they'll still be able to push a bit, because being able to push, well, it's gonna give you more relics. Of course, you're gonna push further, and you're slowly pushing outside the tournament. Then during the tournament, one guy I know, he doesn't put any relics on boss anymore. Okay, you just go full damage. But knowing that guy, he doesn't have that much time to play, and he's a pushing type of guy. Okay, so yeah, that's our difference. Your playstyle can be a great factor as well to how you're gonna be able to win the game. All right, or win the tournament. All right, so that's it. Hopefully you guys learn a lot, and hopefully you'll be able to use the artifact optimizer now. And if you ever see me on the tournament, just and you've watched my video, just comment down your in-game name and say hi. Okay, don't be shy. So if you like the video, please do like, subscribe, share, and let your peers know. And see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching our day 10, guys. Bye for now.